Have you ever written a paragraph, gotten it back with a grade lower than you expected, and the only feedback was, this is descriptive, not analytical? You are not alone. Most students know how to describe what happened. Very few know how to analyze it, and that one skill, analytical writing, is the difference between an average grade and a top grade. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to write a strong analytical paragraph step by step using a simple structure that works every single time. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. What actually is an analytical paragraph? Here is the definition. It is a paragraph that explains, interprets, and evaluates an idea using evidence and reasoning, not just describes facts. Think of it this way. A good analytical paragraph does three things. It thinks, it breaks down complex ideas into clear parts, it explains, it uses reason and evidence to support a point. It evaluates, it judges the significance and meaning of ideas. So it's not enough to just tell your reader what happened. You need to tell them why it matters and what it means. This is the single biggest mistakes students make. So let's fix it right now. Descriptive writing just tells you what happened. It lists facts and events, but it doesn't explain why, and there is no personal analysis. For example, the war started in 1939. That's a fact. It's true, but it's not analysis. Now, compare that to analytical writing. The war started due to rising nationalism, economic tensions. See the difference. Analytical writing explains why and how. It uses evidence to support ideas, interprets meanings, and show critical thinking. So here is your golden rule. If your sentence only answers what happened, rewrite it to answer why or so what. Now, let's talk about the tool that makes analytical writing easy. It's called P. 4 letters, 4 steps. P. Point. State your main argument or claim clearly in one sentence. For example, social media has a negative impact on students' mental health. E. Evidence. Support your point with facts, data, quotes, or examples. For example, a 2023 WHO study found 60% of teens report anxiety linked to social media use. E. Explain. This is the step most students skip, and it's the most important one. Analyze how your evidence proves your point. For example, this shows that constant exposure to unrealistic standards causes psychological harm. L. Link. Connect back to your main argument or lead into the next point. For example, therefore, regulating screen time is essential for student well-being. Point, evidence, explain, link. Memorize that order. It will structure almost any analytical paragraph you ever write. Let's zoom in on step 1, the point, because a weak opening sentence sinks the whole paragraph. Here is a strong example. Social media negatively affects the academic performance of school students. Here is a weak example. In this paragraph, I'll talk about social media. Why is the second sentence is weak? It doesn't make a claim. It just announces what you're about to do. 4 quick rules for a strong point. Make one clear claim, not 2 ideas crammed into one sentence. Use confident language, words like shows, reveals, demonstrates. Avoid vague starters like in this paragraph, I will make the, that make the reader want to know more. Now, where do you actually find good evidence? Here are 5 reliable types: statistics and research data, quotes from experts, examples from literature, real-world events and cases, scientific findings. And once you have got your evidence, you need sentence starters to explain it. Try phrases like, this suggests that, this demonstrates that, this reveals the fact that, as a result, it is clear that, This evidence proves that these little phrases are the bridge between sorry, your evidence and your point. Don't skip them. Okay. A great paragraph doesn't just have good ideas, it flows. That's where connectives comes in. For adding ideas, furthermore, moreover, in additional. For contrasting, however, on the other hand, nevertheless, although. For explaining, this suggests, this reveals, this indicates. For concluding, you can use therefore, thus, as a result of, in conclusion, hence. Sprinkle these throughout paragraph and it instantly reads more mature and more connected. Let's put all together with a complete example on the topic. The impact of social media on student mental health. The point is, social media has a profoundly negative effect on the mental health of school students. The evidence is, according to a 2023 WHO report, 62% of teenagers who use social media for more than 3 hours daily show signs of anxiety and depression. In explaining, this demonstrates that excessive exposure to curated online content creates unrealistic social comparisons, leading to diminished self-worth among young people. In link session, therefore, schools and parents must take active steps to regulate screen time and promote digital well-being to protect students' mental health. Notice how each sentence builds on the last. That's what a complete paragraph looks like. Before we wrap up, here are 6 mistakes to avoid, or 6 mistakes to watch out for. Starting with, I'll explain. Start with a direct line instead. Giving a confidence with no explanation, evidence with no explanation, always analyze what it shows. Cramming too many ideas into one paragraph, stick one main point. Forgetting to link back in by referring to the question, make unsupported opinions. Back every claim with evidence. Copying codes without analysis. Always explain why the code matters. If you avoid these 6 traps, your writing instantly becomes sharp. Let's recap your analytical writing checklist. Start with a strong topic sentence. You can use reliable and relevant evidence. Always explain what the evidence shows. Use linking words and phrases. Stick to one idea per paragraph. Link back to the main question. Avoid repetition and padding. Proofread for clarity and grammar. And remember the golden rule. Think deeply, write clearly, analyze brilliantly. That's everything you need to write a strong analytical paragraph. The peel structure, the strong evidence, sharp explanations, and smooth linking words. If this helped, hit like, subscribe for more writing tips, and drop a comment with the topic you would like me to write a peel paragraph on. See you in the next video.